Why not leave me alone?
Fuck no.
Really? Is that all? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Is that all? I can think of so many memes up now. Jeez. I can't believe that's it. No wonder you guys are running like 5 times a day.
I think this is a quicker
That's even quick. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this one. Let me just show you the mortar build that we actually use when we do our legendaries. One of my teammates usually will run that. I run the CC. I've put a build up on that as well. The CC build using tag team. Let me just see if I can aim this thing properly. I can't always shoot properly with this thing. Oh, that was a one shot. Let's try it again. Okay, that's 2 shots. That's heroic and that's on video, so you can't see the damage numbers in here, but it is what it is. So that's what I'm mortar. So my mortar on this build is for 3.6 million. The seekers for let's say 4.3 million. That's the build. That's basically around about where you want to be for the legendaries. I'm using the two-piece Gruppo, 1 China, 1 Wyvern, and 2 Hana U. So basically here the principle is glass cannon, perfect shock and awe. And the other thing you want is you want skill damage and skill haste on all 6 of your pieces. On the blinder firefly build, you want skill haste and status effects on all pieces. Here you want that skill damage because you're doing damage. You're not applying a status effect here really. You are applying it, but you're not really bothered about that. That's not the premise. It's skill damage you want, not the status effect. Just to put that across. So the Gruppo, the why I'm using a 2-piece Gruppo is for 15% explosive damage. That's the second brand set bonus you get there. So there's 10% skill damage. I wish there was 12% skill haste on here, but instead I have hazard protection. Well, that's the best one I have. It's pretty hard to find this Gruppo because they only roll as weapon damage, so you have to put it as skill tier. There's 11% skill haste I have as a mod. The second piece Gruppo there, it's 5.8 skill damage. There I'm missing skill haste as well. Like I've said, I had to put skill tier on here because Gruppos they only roll with weapon damage, so it's very hard to find. So this build is very difficult to farm for. To min-max this build is very difficult, but to put it together is quite simple. So Wyvern, I'm using a glass cannon. That's just to amplify my damage because you're in cover the most of the time. You're hardly ever going to shoot. So I'm using their skill damage there. So you can see there I'm missing out on some damage. There's armor region where I wish I had skill haste, and there's 11.2 skill haste again on a mod. And there I have my my first piece China Light I can show you. There's 9.3 skill damage. I wish there was, instead of weapon handling, there should have been skill haste on there. and they have 11.2 skill is the in the mod slot. So basically why I chose Perfect Shock and Awe is applying a status effect to an enemy increases total skill damage and repair by 20 seconds for 27 seconds. So basically then me shooting you with this mortar applies bleed. The same with this with the seeker applies bleed, which is a status. So applying the status, it triggers a perfect shock and awe. So make my damage it increases my damage by 20 seconds. And also the glass cannon that also increases my damage. It amplifies the multiplicator damage by 25 seconds. So this one multiplies by 25 seconds, 25%, and this is additive. So it adds 20% to it. So that's why I chose perfect shock and awe. You can have wicked if you want to, but the point of this wicked will give you weapon damage. I'm not doing weapon damage here. Um, I think I've showed you this group already, the second piece group. Here's my first piece and you. I've chose it for skill haste and skill damage, as you can see there by the brand sets. Skill tier rolled. There's 9.8 skill haste. Like I've said, you want skill damage everywhere. There's 9.7. That's the most I have. The same year you want skill haste and skill damage. Like I said, I didn't. That's the best that I can find. So if I have to perform this role in the legendary, I can. I have the ball ready. Like I said, so you can see when I took you through my pieces, you could see where I could actually have this 3.5 and have it a lot more. So that's only the 3.6 million base. That number doesn't take into account the buff glass cannon. It doesn't take into account the perfect shock and all. So it's actually a heck of a lot stronger. The same with this, with the seekers here, it's 4.3 million. I think I have the mods in here. 4.5, that's the strongest that I have. I don't know what the maximum is. Here in the base, I'm even missing something here in the payload. So that's 4.4 million. 4.4 million. Do I have a better one here? No, I don't have a better one here. 4.5. Let me just save that while I'm at it. So that's my mortar. So that's basically the mortar, the mortar ball that you want. Um, the weapon that you want here, that's the wrong weapon that's on here. Basically, you want the surge here. Because the surge, what it does, it's perfect spike. So each shot's got 20% skill damage. You see, so that 3.5, that's not even what you get from the surge. That's another 25% skill damage. So that's why this build is extremely ridiculous. You will push the white tusk. You can push them back. You can solo with this one. Do the legendary with this one. This build just as bulletproof. Just as the same goes for this one here. This is also what one of the guys is using this in the legendary as well. He used this exact build here. He also using perfect spike. This one doesn't actually, there's spike there as well. So spike and perfect spike go quite well together. So this one is using the assault turret and using the striker turret. So even here you can see it has 66,144. That's the base damage, right? So take into account that 66 144 and that one is 106 176. So if you're taking that 106, if you look at that and you look at my crit build, my AR on my crit build, that is more damage than that already. That's not even taking into account the glass cannon. It's not taking into account the perfect combined arms. As you're shooting an enemy, your skill damage increases by 30 seconds. It's not even taking account into perfect spike or spike, and it's already that strong. So I've seen my bullets from the striker though, they hit about 170, 180,000. I've seen bullets here hit almost 200,000 on my assault turret constantly, and the duration is quite long on that. And here as well, the duration is quite long. It's not often that my striker drone gets broken by NPC. So how I got it this way is 3-piece wyvern for skill damage, status effect, and skill duration. So on this premise of this build, it's the same like with the mortar. You want skill damage everywhere and skill haste. But the only difference here is I don't actually have to put any groupo in because I don't need to put any china light in because I don't want to have skill damage on here. I mean explosive damage. I do want skill damage, I don't want explosive damage. So that's why I could choose 3-piece Wyvern. So there's skill ace, which I'm missing. There's some skill damage in the 11.2 skill ace on the mod. The chest piece, glass cannon that I've showed you to amplify damage. Glass cannon is the best thing for skills you can use. You can use others. There's some others you can use, but in my experience, I've tested some of the others. But glass cannon works out perfectly fine because you're in cover. You can just let the skills do the work for you. You must just make sure that you get some shots in, either body shots or head shots preferably. You must just get them in. There's skill damage, so you can see I'm missing some damage on the turrets there, and on the drone there's 7.8%. The most I can get is 10. I wish the armor regen was skill aced. And there's a skill damage on the Wyvern third piece, which is the glove, and there's a skill haste as well, 10.6. The reason why I have Murakami here is for 20% skill duration. That's how I get this. How I get the 254 seconds duration there, and how I got the 210 second duration there is from one piece Murakami for skill duration. And there's skill ace and there's skill damage. So there you can see there's even more damage I'm missing. So this can actually get a lot more powerful than this. Two piece and a U, the first piece being the holster. The status effect, I wish that was skill ace because I'm not applying a status effect here as long as it's skill damage, which is I want, skill damage and skill ace I want. The same like with the mortar, same principle. Perfect combined arms, shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. So here I'm using the skill damage there, the status effect, and it has the red slot, so I put critic chance in there. What can I do? I could leave it empty, but then it doesn't look so nice if I leave it empty. But that critic chance does nothing there. So looking at that, the other option for the mortar ball that just showed you is you could have perfect combined arms in there as well. That's the other option. But perfect shotgun or it works just as well because I'm applying a status the whole time, not shooting a lot. On this build, I still shoot quite a lot. And I do have a bit of gameplay I can show you with that. I'll try to put that in at the end of this. But guys, that's a breakdown of the mortar build and the Assualt Turret and the striker. So that's 66,000. I've said that's actually a lot more. It's ridiculous how much damage this does. But anyway guys, that's the two other skill builds for the legendaries. Thanks for watching.